Right. Hello, everyone. I have a special guest with me today, my friend and also my business partner in Juice Plus, Bianca. And what we're going to talk about today is actually how to stay healthy and eat healthily when you have a young family. This is something that does come up from time to time when the people are trying to eat healthily and lose weight, and they say to me, well, my partner or my husband, they eat differently, they want to change, they don't want to change their eating habits because of me, and then often demands of having children and young family and everything that comes with that. So we thought that we'll get together today and we'll discuss it, and there's no better person to discuss this with than Bianca, because she's got a fiance and she's got two young children. So to start with, Bea, please perhaps tell us about Ryan, your fiance, and how has that worked for you ever since you started your healthy lifestyle and weight loss journey?
Okay, yeah. So basically, I generally order. I don't know if anybody's heard of them. I order with HelloFresh, and I also use Gusto as well. One of the reasons why I use them is because they're good for portion control. Everything comes as it should. And then what I tend to do for Ryan is I add some extra carbs to it. So some garlic bread, I'll bulk up his potatoes, I'll bulk up his rice. So it's quite easy to do, to just put a bit of extra in. But you'd actually be really surprised. I did a Gusto 2 days ago, and I
Mhm.
looked at the calories. I'm still in disbelief about it today. There was 203 calories, and it was quite filling actually. It was cod, some potatoes, and a tomato relish. And I cannot believe now it's still only 203 calories, but and it was delicious. So I just added some garlic bread, a couple of slices of garlic bread for Ryan, and he's quite satisfied with that. So yeah, so generally that's what I use, the HelloFresh and the Gusto, just for portion control for myself, really. Meal ideas as well, and also they do a lot of the Weight Watchers ones, the low calorie ones. So it is really good, and I just find it a lot easier, so I haven't got to worry about what I'm cooking all week.
Absolutely. And funnily enough, we're very much on the same wavelength because that's exactly what I do for my husband, Harvey. It's typically those three things extra as garlic bread, potato, or rice are our go to. And yeah, I love it the same as you because you're not making an entirely separate meal for yourself and then for him. And what I also love about it is that you know that he's had something really healthy as well. So, because my husband, if he had it his way, he'd be eating terrible things, very unhealthy. And I know that at least he's had something healthy, and then just extra carbs on top of that. And what about Cody and Ruben, your young children? How does that work
So
with
so I really struggle. Ruben's completely different. He will literally eat anything. So he's very easy to cook for. I mean, Ruben doesn't eat with his eyes. Cody does, and that's the difference. So if
them?
Ruben doesn't like the taste of something, he'll try it and he'll spit it out. But there isn't a lot he doesn't like. So what I try to do for Cody, he likes the pancakes that I use the Juice Plus complete with. So that's full of 17 servings of fruit and veg in there.
Mm.
Mash up 2 bananas, 2 eggs, scoop of the Juice Plus complete shake, and he absolutely loves those. Ruben loves them as well, but Ruben also loves my shake. He literally fights me for it on a morning. I'm like, you've got to share. So he loves making them with me as well, and he loves drinking them. And another good thing as well, Juice Plus have got the family starts as well. So I ordered the fruit and veg capsules, and any children aged between, I think it's 4 and 18.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think 4 and 18. Yeah.
yeah, so Cody will get his. So they match, and they send the chewable ones for the children absolutely free. So then I know he's getting his vitamins, because he eats a very plain, it's called a beige diet, isn't it? You know, chicken nuggets, chips. He's getting a little bit better since he started school and trying new things. But then at least I know he's getting, you know, as much fruit and veg as I can possibly give him, without him realising that he's eating that, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, definitely. And they just think they look a bit like little wine gums, don't they? Like little
He thinks he's having a sweet.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. They don't realize they're having like broccoli. They think it's a little sweet. Yeah, I can see how that works. I mean, I know that some clients will give their children the shakes like you do, or make like a healthy hot chocolate using the chocolate shake. You can make lots of healthy desserts with them. Like, that's one of the reasons why we love the shakes so much, isn't it? Because they're so versatile. You can make the oat bars. I don't know if they had the oat bars when you make them.
Reuben likes the oat bars. Cody's not so keen. But I haven't made them for a while, but they're absolutely delicious. And sometimes it's nice to just have that change rather than have a shake. Sometimes I'm struggling with my shakes in the morning, you know, when it's cold, because I like my shake nice and cold. I'm just struggling to get it down. So the oat bars are a good substitute if you don't want something cold.
Yeah, to kind of mix it up. And it's exactly the same with me. I kind of go through stages. Sometimes I want something that I can physically eat, and the other times I just want a quick drink. And before we go on, actually, I realized that we should probably backtrack a little bit, because I've started this live with an assumption that everybody knows who you are and your story. But not everybody taking part in this program will actually. There are some ladies in the program that will meet you for the first time. So do you want to just tell them a little bit about yourself and your weight loss journey, so they know how to go to this? You got to this point. I just kind of assumed like everyone knows Bianca, but actually no, not everyone does.
Yeah, so those of you who have not seen me before, I started last August. I signed up to Juice Plus, and I basically started to meal replace with a shake. I've lost 3 stone to date, so I'm kind of at a level now where I'm quite happy, and I'm just trying to maintain it, which is, you know, a task in itself. So yeah, I mean, initially I probably did it in about 4 to 5 months it took me, so reasonably quick. And then, so to start with, I was shaking, and I lost about 1 stone, and then I became quite stagnant. And then I met yourself, didn't I, Bea? And you taught me how to change my mindset. And also I took part in the last 2 restart programs, which has definitely helped with my weight loss. Just being, you know, part of the group. And like I said, changing your habits. So it's more of a lifestyle change for me now rather than just a diet. So yeah, so 3 stone to date, and like I said, I'm just maintaining now. So it is difficult. People think, I don't think you realise how difficult it is to just try and, because some people think, oh, I've done it now, I can go back to eating, but I haven't, and I think that's to do with the way I've changed the way I think about food. I mean, really, it all comes down to moderation, doesn't it? You know, you could go, we still have our takeaways. Yeah, I don't fill my plate full. I'll have a portion. So I don't feel then like I'm missing out with the rest of the family, you know, and I'm sat there eating a lettuce leaf, if you like. So we still have it, but it all comes down to moderation. And I think that's the key, really.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more. I think, to be honest with you, you know, I could probably be slimmer, and so could you, but that we would get into territory or almost becoming fanatics. And sadly, I see people with this black or white approach, all or nothing approach. And I don't want to be like that. And I believe that food and drink is there to be enjoyed. It's part of life's pleasures. Why deny yourself that and feel all miserable about it? Enjoy it, but just like you said, everything in moderation. The worst I've probably seen is that this was many years ago, but one of my friends started losing weight, and then she got into bodybuilding, so she was getting very funny about all of this. And like her mind virtually was like a closed book. I've never seen anything like it. And the worst thing she's ever said to me, we both invited to a friend's wedding, and she actually said she wasn't sure if she was going to go because there's probably nothing she could eat.
Really?
And I was like, you're not going to go to a friend's wedding because they're not going to serve up grilled turkey. Like, come on. And we lost you there for a second. And people can get quite fanatic about this. So, and I know that for most people, this is not going to work. So we talk about realistic lifestyle changes, right? Where we don't say, like other coaches will tell you, never drink alcohol, never have any caffeine, this or that. It's not sustainable for most people. And how long have you been maintaining that weight loss, Bea? Because that's also, because we all want them to maintain it, don't we? We don't want the short fix. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, so it was probably since about this time last year. Yeah, January, February last year. So I've been maintaining it for just under 12 months.
Yeah, so it's definitely the sustainable weight loss category, because you're not going up and down. It's not a yo-yo. And understandably, when we go on holidays or Christmas happens or something else, the weight will change a little bit, but then you restart. And that's actually one of the reasons why I call this program a restart, because it's just about refocusing and getting back on track from time to time. I'll give a couple of tips that I've had from my clients, because I'm not a mother myself just yet. And I'll just say a couple of things that worked for people in the past, and I've written them on a little piece of paper. Sometimes something that works well for people is out of sight, out of mind. So if you've got your partner, your husband or children that will have the sweets, the crisps, if they are lying all over the place, the more you see them, the more they're like on your mind and you want to have them. So doing something simple as just having a designated drawer, a box or a cupboard, just to put it away in one place, I find helps. And on my worktops, my poor husband, he's got a little box for his chocolate. And it's actually right at the very top shelf, which is hard for me to reach on purpose. It's like right at the top in a box, out of sight. And on my kitchen worktops, I'll have some fruits instead. So every time I see that, what I put in my mind is that healthy foods. I eat healthily, and that's what's around me. Something else that people often struggle with, mums with young children, is finishing your children's food, the leftovers, hoovering it all up so it doesn't go to waste. And I once heard this comparison, which I absolutely loved, and it stuck with me. And that's why I tell it to other people, that excess food is just excess. So it's to be binned, and you've got a choice to make. You can bin it in a rubbish bin, or you can bin it on your hips. And that's how I kind of try to tell it to people. It's extra. Your body doesn't need it. And I know it can feel like a waste, but you can waste it in a physical form, or you can waste it on your own body. And it's kind of just looking at it a little bit differently. And then the third thing is, I think something else that mums struggle with is the lack of energy. And we tend to reach for the sugar or, caffeine and foods that are highly processed just for the quick energy fix. And I totally get that. But there are other alternative things that you can do. With Juice Plus, we have a natural energy drink. You can use essential oils, for example. I love to use peppermint essential oil. When I slap that on my face, I actually feel like I wake up. Something as simple as just washing your face in cold water, just getting a bit of fresh air, just looking at different ways to lift your energy levels naturally instead of just, having that biscuit. Any comments to that, Bea? What do you think about what I've said so far?
No, I can definitely relate to that,
Yeah.
especially hoovering up after the kids. Do you know what? I've heard you say that before, and it's stuck in my mind.
Yeah.
Put it in the bin or put it in your bin, and it always
Yeah.
goes in the bin because it's too easy to go. And I don't know why
Yeah.
you do it. I don't know why people do it. I've done it for a long time, but it goes in the bin now. So yeah, I can
Yeah.
completely relate to that. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. I'm pleased. So hopefully there'll be something that people with partners and families will take from this live. And we definitely wanted to address it because none of us live in, isolation, that it's just us. What we eat affects people around us. And we want to, set ourselves up for success. And not have these obstacles that come up. And even just sometimes having a conversation with your partner or children saying, can you not eat this in front of me? Or can you not offer me a biscuit? My husband never offers me anything sweet. And sometimes I'm like, almost like wanting him to offer, but I've asked him not to a long time ago. So, yeah. So I think we'll leave it there and hopefully that's useful information for you. And thank you so much, Bea, for being here with me today.
No
And
problem.
we shall enjoy the rest of what's left of Restart.
Yes, thank you. And I'll see you all again soon.
Yeah, see you soon. So I'll just stop recording.